Today on WTF, we are going to take a look at a really delicious bright green sauce that adds tons of flavor to anything it comes in contact with. Since we are talking about Argentinian food, it would only make sense to have an Argentinian sponsor. So today's sponsor is Alamos Wines, and you can check them out online at alamoswines.com. Alamos produces a number of different varieties of wine, and they are all produced in Argentina right in the Andes. So they're actually grapes that are grown at a really, really high altitude. They sent me a bottle of their Malbec to try. They actually sent me a few of them. This is the only one I have left. This is a really, really delicious bottle of wine. It is not tannic, it's super smooth. It's not also extremely rich. It has a nice amount of fruitiness to it. It's really well balanced, and it could go with the heaviest of meats, but it could also go really well with a salad. It's a really drinkable wine. It's very accessible and very approachable. We've gone through the other two bottles that they sent us very quickly because we've enjoyed it so much. You should check them out online at alamoswines.com. This is their 2010 Malbec. I loved it. You should get your hands on it today. All right, so today we are talking about chimichurri, which is a sauce. It's primarily used as a marinade on things like meats. That's very herb-driven and is from Argentina and other regions of South America. It's believed that chimichurri originated from Argentine cowboys. There's this huge boom in Argentina of cattle that were brought over in the 16th century from Spain. This influx of cattle made beef the primary protein in the Argentinian diet, from both those in cities as well as those out in the countryside. They called a lot of these people out on the countryside gauchos. They were sort of the nomads of Argentina, and they would make this spice blend to add some flavoring to the meat that they were killing and cooking up in the fields. So where did the word chimichurri come from? Well, there are a lot of different thoughts behind this. Some people believe that it actually was this modification of the phrase Jimmy's curry, which I don't really believe. The more likely story is that it originates from an old Basque word which stood for a mixture of a lot of things, which is kind of what chimichurri is. It's a mixture of a lot of different things. And since there was a pretty large Basque influence in Argentina, it makes a lot of sense that they called this mix chimichurri. Nowadays, there are tons of different types of chimichurri that are pre-packaged that you can get at your local grocery store or your ethnic grocery stores, but nothing beats fresh. So today we're going to whip up a batch of chimichurri sauce that is pretty close to what it might have been in the olden days. First, add a cup of parsley leaves to your blender, along with 8 cloves of garlic and half a red onion. Process this for a moment, then add 3/4 of a cup of oil, 1/4 cup of red wine vinegar, 1 teaspoon of dried oregano, salt, pepper, and the juice of half a lemon. Puree that until it's smooth, then serve it over your favorite protein. I had some chicken in my fridge, so that's what I served it over, but it goes really well over aged steak. You could put it over a burger with a nice tart cheese. The combinations are really endless. It's a really fresh, herbaceous marinade or sauce that's super versatile and is really accessible. I think that a lot of people would enjoy it on a number of things. Tune in tomorrow for another What's This Food? Check out our sponsor, alamoswines.com. And if you have something you want me to cover, you can post it in the comments below or drop me an email, hello@danieldelaney.com. I will see you tomorrow.